Hi guys, OB Dave here.
And I am Ash.
Together with OB Dave and I am Ash.
Yes.
Absolute massive Game of Thrones season 1 to 7 fans.
Absolutely. Oh, what? I'm season 8 as well.
Just the first 3 episodes of season 8 were amazing. Yeah, just fizzled out after that.
No, I still think they did it really good, considering they didn't have the book at that time and they were trying to please the fans and get everything out.
They were trying to wrap it up so they could go and direct Star Wars.
Oh, I mean, Star Wars is great.
And then they got sacked from Star Wars because the last season of Game of Thrones went down so badly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but
they were hot stuff. D&D.
Yeah.
And literally they had loads of stuff that was happening after Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones had to end.
Right.
So really, season 8 should have happened over a couple of seasons to finish everyone's story arcs.
They did.
They rushed it.
They did.
The Battle of Winterfell should have been
way longer.
The end. It should have been the end. Because all that happened after Winterfell was politics.
But that was what Game of Thrones was. It's why it's called Game of Thrones. It was politics.
The worst seasons were the politics ones. House of the Dragon is nothing but politics, and neither of us have enjoyed it so far.
I've hated the House of Dragons because it is exactly the same as Game of Thrones with new faces. That's for me. It's pretty much the same storyline. I don't care what. Come at me. Come at me.
Come at me, bruh.
Come at me. That is why I disliked it. It was just a rehash with new faces and a new generation. That was it. That was it.
I just think there's too much politics for me.
But that was the whole thing. If you've read the books, it is all politics.
I've not read the books. I'm not a nerd. Jesus Christ, what do you take me for? It's just
horrendous behaviour.
Read the books.
Anyway.
So,
before we trigger loads of people.
There was lots of suggestions. I'll talk Game of Thrones all day. I absolutely love Game of Thrones.
Yes.
I just think the last season was rushed. The Battle of Winterfell I loved. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I love the fact that Arya killed the Night King, which I called 2 seasons before.
Really?
Yeah, because Sam... Oh, we knew that Arya had the dagger. And then Sam was reading a book about the last long night. True. And there was a picture of that dagger on the page he was reading when he was talking to someone.
True.
And it was and I went, Arya's got that. She's going to kill a Night King. I said it 2 or 3 seasons.
I didn't predict it until Bran handed it to her, because then it was like full circle, because obviously it was the dagger that was supposed to kill him, and it didn't. And then it fell into her hands.
Tons of it I thought was great, and I don't think season 8 was the
Battle
worst.
of Blackwater was.
I think they left it open-ended for the inevitable Jon Snow series and Arya Stark series, where Arya goes off to find herself and all this. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I want it wrapped up in Game of Thrones style. Someone major like Sansa should have been killed, or someone.
No, Sansa needed to live. But come on, Theo got killed, and he was a really important character the whole way through.
Still
and it was a retribution for him because of going through and becoming like Theek or Reek. when Ramsay Bolton ruined the poor guy.
What a character! Like
I still feel sick when I think about Ramsay Bolton. Like the
actor that plays him is amazing. Though,
unreal, but the sickest series. Like
I remember watching him in Misfits.
You mentioned this, but I've never watched Misfits. So.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Fair enough. But anyway, we're massively digressing. We are literally like 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
So you can tell by the Game of Thrones talk, we are reacting to the Game of Thrones theme song.
Fender Custom Shop. I may have even reacted to this before.
Oh, have you?
I've definitely watched it.
Okay, well, it was in the suggestions. Like I said, I'm always up in the comments, guys, and I really appreciate all your suggestions. And I will screenshot those and obviously send them to Dave, and we try and line them up. So if you haven't had your suggestion come up, it's just probably because we've got a massive list.
Or it's rubbish.
It's so rude. Ignore him. We love all of you.
Some suggestions are purely because people love something so much they want to see us react to it. And that's fair.
Which I think we should do on a Patreon. Like we could do Patreon like requests.
I do Patreon requests.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
But I mean, like specific for the person, like you're saying, like if we would never release it.
There's a Patreon tier where you get requests and it goes out just on Patreon.
We'll get up on that, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously.
There's been a lot going on, but Patreon is getting tightened up once you move in, which isn't long now. Anyway, that's why I don't talk about Patreon a lot, because when it starts being, when we tighten it up, we'll talk about it more.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a nice way for people to support at the moment, but I'm not going to try and sell it to people.
No, fair enough.
Right, anyway, fucking hell. 5 minutes, Jesus Christ. Someone timestamp it, please. Game of Thrones theme song, Fender Custom Shop. And this is actually David Weiss.
I know.
Dan Weiss, sorry, who is one of the Game of Thrones creators, that's playing guitar.
Nice.
And then you've got Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine,
Brad
Scott
Paisley.
Ian from Anthrax, Nuno Bettencourt of Extreme, Brad Paisley, and then Game of Thrones, Raman Djawadi, who he did that song at the end when Arya killed the Night King. You know, that when it got really emotional.
Yes.
That Ramin Djawadi, he was the composer. He did the music for that episode.
Ooh, this is going to be good.
Yeah. Which, I mean, what a talented guy, because that had everything, that episode. It
Amazing.
Really did.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yes.
6 minutes.
It's not
I feel like that's a record. Is that a record?
No, it's 6:30s.
We've done 6.5. Should we talk a bit longer?
No.
How are you guys? Let's do.
Babe. You're going to introduce me to Anthrax. You were going to introduce me to Anthrax.
I actually don't listen to them. I've seen them live. They're like metal royalty, but I don't listen to them.
Fair enough.
For a minute, it sounded like Guitar Center 1988 in here. It's like a full, just...
So the opening, I'm going to try to do a harmony. So what do you got for the main melody?
Sorry. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. The melody itself, the front.
Yes.
How much liberty is there? Meaning when you're going like.
I'm just trying to remember how to play the right notes.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
If we want to get it really right, could we do, instead of going, could we just go?
Oh.
That's the original, right?
That's the original.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do get goosebumps when I hear that.
Yeah.
How long are we going to wait before you told us you're playing around?
I was waiting for the tuning and then...
Yeah.
He's like,
He knew none of those were the tape.
I'll let
He
these
knew
guys
none of
hang
those.
out.
Yeah.
I'll let these guys hang out for a while.
Brad into play?
Yes.
Yes.
What's up, brother? Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you could
brought
make
in
it.
a
Guys,
ringer.
Brad.
Hey, what's going on, man?
You're the stunt guy? You're coming in? No.
Tom Morello.
What we're doing is so like specific to the note. It'd be great if somebody just did some beautiful. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Sprinkle some fairy dust on
There
there.
we go.
Yeah, do that.
Anything, that's what it's been. That's what it's been missing. That's what it's been missing.
I love when musicians get together, like such talented
Proper
people.
musicians that just know.
Yeah, and they just get it. Like, and they're discussing how they're going to do it, and like he's saying, like sprinkling in a bit of like inspiration and stuff.
I sort of jammed with, because I did music production at college.
Yes.
There'd be lots of musicians there, and we'd have to form a band as part of college and play live and stuff.
Yeah.
And there'd be people like this that just have that brain. I don't, and I never have.
I don't.
And then people are there like, no, we need to like, let's change the key there, and I'm just going.
Some people are just naturally
I'm just
talented.
a caveman when it comes to this sort of stuff.
I think I broke a nail.
So impressive though.
Ramin, lead the charge.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
had the wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the dragons. That was unbelievable. Did you notice the three guys? They had the three houses.
Yeah.
So they were Fender Game of Thrones guitars. So they had obviously Winterfell, House Targaryen,
That's
or House
Stark,
Stark,
isn't
House
it? Yeah.
Targaryen, and obviously House Lannister as well.
I mean, you've got to be Stark, haven't you?
I mean, everyone wants to be Stark because they were noble, but
They were
they
the
got
good guys.
absolutely fucked over.
Well,
Come on.
Sansa ended up queen of everything.
Queen of the North.
Oh yeah, because Cersei was still in power.
Bran,
down
no,
south.
no, she didn't. She got given Queen of the North when Bran took King of the South.
Oh shit! Yeah. Cool. Sorry.
Because that was the agreement.
That's when the
they
politics
asked,
came into it.
Because
too.
Tully said that they think Bran should be,
Yeah.
obviously take over.
Bran, who had no desire, and then just became king of everything, and then.
Well, no,
then
because
it
he
all
was the
ended.
three-eyed raven, so he saw it as an opportunity to.
He'd transcended kingdoms already. Anyway, it's a testament to Game of Thrones
It really
how
is.
good 95% of it was that we could argue it all day.
All day.
And talk about it all day.
But that was magnificent. There was like 6 guitarists, and you could see obviously an orchestra in the background, so they're obviously waiting for an opportunity, but none of them picked up their instruments. It was just like, this is perfect. Let's leave it with the guitarists.
I think that was just meant to be that, if I'm being honest.
Interesting.
But I have heard that, but I think I may have reacted to it. on my
Really?
own.
It's so good.
It's iconic. I mean, as soon as you hear da, 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 it does get. You know what? Maybe we should do on Patreon when you move in and we tighten it up. Is do full watch-alongs of the whole of Game of Thrones, like one a week.
And have arguments again.
Yeah, but
I love it.
but it would be it'd be one a week, but we'd be pausing it.
Oh yeah, we would.
There'd
Be prepared for lots of discussion.
Let us know if you'd watch that, because it's a lot to commit to.
I'd happily go through it again. Like, there was so much that I think I missed, and then obviously rereading the books made me think, was that in the program? Like, did I miss that? So it would be great to go back and rewatch them.
Yeah.
I'm not so excited about House of Dragons coming back out, but I am excited for the Ring of Power.
See, we're in the minority that people think Rings of Power was trash.
I thought it was great.
A lot of people are calling it woke and stuff, and I'm like, I'll be the first one to call out if I think something is positive discrimination and wokeness and things like that. But I didn't. We had this conversation loads when we were watching it. None of it felt forced to me.
No.
It genuinely didn't. If
they just found people that suited a part, and they suited the character.
Well, again, we could talk about that all day. But yeah, I think House of the Dragon is going to kick off in the second season, and I think it's going to redeem the first season. But everyone loved the first season and hated Rings of Power, and we're just the opposite.
Yeah. Oh well.
But there you go. There you go.
That was amazing.
Let us know if you'd be interested in the watch-alongs on Patreon.
Yes.
Because it'd be a big thing to start that.
All over again.
Yeah, it's a huge commitment.
It is.
It really is.
It is. They're long episodes.
If we decided we're going to do it, we may have to spend a whole weekend just banking them and just like...
I couldn't. Like, I love
No, I mean to get us started off.
Okay.
And then there's no pressure to be like, shit, we've got to do one right now.
Yeah.
Then we could do it at our leisure.
Okay.
Let us know, though, because if no one watches it, then there's no point.
No. And otherwise, keep making suggestions in the comments, guys.
Right. Cheers for that one, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.